Yo, what's up? It's your boy Garcino here. Let's get into it once again. Now, America has been going crazy over Will and Jada for all the wrong reasons. We've seen them make, basically conversation about every little thing that's going on. With the pandemic, America needed a cheating scandal. America loves a cheating scandal, don't we? It made Bill Clinton infamous. It made everybody feel a certain way as far as how they view people. They love to see somebody is flawed. Well, nobody was more flawed than the Smiths, and they proved it to you. Now, Jada's been taking her lumps through this whole ordeal. Okay? And she can't throw anything back in Will's face. But remember when she said, "Oh, you done some things too." But he was, nah, it ain't about me. Which it wasn't, because Will people that he's messed around with hasn't gone public. And when you haven't gone public, you keep your mouth shut. But nothing was bigger than what Jada had to go through with Margot Robbie. The Margot Robbie situation. Where, because it was Margot Robbie, and her and Will Smith did this movie Focus, all the focus was on Margot Robbie and Will Smith. So the movie wasn't a success, but they were on tabloid magazines. After a wild night drinking, Will put Jada in a very hot position. All of this was leaking out. And while all of this was leaking out, this is when they were on their break. These two were on the break that you guys were talking about. But this thing here was blowing everyone's minds once these photos leaked out. People would have wanted to run out to see this movie. They really did not. It didn't have a big blow up, follow up thing due to, even with all the promotion that they did. The movie basically bombed. But Will was all into Margot Robbie. You can tell they had very good chemistry on the screen. And also, you could also tell because from the moment Will got there, he basically handpicked Margot Robbie to play the character after watching her in Wolf of Wall Street. And then, to make it even more suffice, He chose her to come to his new $1.8 million luxury mobile home. She stayed there the majority of the time hanging out with Will. They said they were working on the script and rapport. Nothing crazy. They were just friends. And it was so believable outside that people would have a problem believing it on the screen. Which works if you're not married. You know, you could tell the public that, but would you be able to tell your wife that? Maybe when you woke up off the floor. But then again, this is Hollywood. No one gets irrational. So, Will and Jada, people think like the moment they say something to you, that's when things happen. Or it's happening right now. No, it's not the case. The majority of the time, what's happening now has nothing to do with it. What's happening then, what's happening now, none of that stuff plays into any of it. The only thing that anyone should care about or sees that it matters is the fact of the two people involved, when it went down, and how they decided to deal with it. That's it. Bottom line. Now, what we're talking about is 4 to 5 years ago. Oh, this is cute. Somebody sent me some. But here's the thing. We have got to make better life choices. Better life decisions. But Will and Jada did this 4 or 5 years ago. So we're probably thinking that because they did an interview and said they're life partners, they were life partners for a very long time. Probably said, well, how did we get there? Well, Jada did some things that some person wouldn't agree with. Whenever you do some swinging things to keep the spice in the marriage up, to make the other person happy, when someone swings without you, is that still cheating? Well, in the swinging world, this is a no-no. And this is just looked at as a regular old basic old affair. And it blew up in Will's face. It was embarrassing. And people called it ridiculous. Right? How could Jada be with Marc Anthony? He's with Jennifer Lopez. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Well, if you don't know the people, maybe it wouldn't make sense. But if you know Marc Anthony, oh buddy, this is all of his avenue. Marc Anthony, this is a guy who toured with Jennifer Lopez, messed around with Jennifer Lopez after she just came off a marriage, after he had cheated with another woman who he was married to. They had a kid together. She forgave him. He renewed his vows, then left her another 6 months later and went to Jennifer Lopez. To me, Marc Anthony isn't a great singer. He got lucky and had a great hit album at the same time as Ricky Martin. When he came out with other than that, no one cared about Marc Anthony. But it put him on the map. So now you look at the big piece of the puzzle and say, what else is on the table? Well, I'll tell you. This level of embarrassment Jennifer Lopez is used to. Jada Pinkett, not so much. So when I tell you these things have been going on for a very long time, you guys who are on social media were too young to even care or give a damn. But now you're just finding out all of these things. So it's new to your ears and it's entertaining to you. But to the rest of the world, you're playing catch up. So I want to say thank you guys who definitely hit the benchmark for the Patreon. You know, we really set a record. We went all the way deep into this situation before. There's some other things you don't know about. We're going to do a live stream exclusively on the Patreon today. So I want you to know about that. And definitely I want to say thank everybody who's hit up the Cash App. I've seen all of you. Everybody who's donated to the Stream Lab, I see you. And definitely, if you want to join any of those things, you can. You can click the link in the description box. Carsino for Life is the Patreon in case you don't want to go that route. And the like button, it's there, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free. You can mash it at any time. Definitely subscribe. Hit the notification bell and select all. And if there's any topic that you want me to cover, please let me know. I will take it into the suggestion box. And might have been something I've wanted to do and probably just forgot about it. Sometimes, so you don't irk me by asking. Just want to let you know, you don't bother me by asking. You know, sometimes it'd be something I'm about to do, and it was like the next day I came out with it because I was ready to do it anyway. So you might just be helping me. And some of it I just don't plan on doing. Don't tell me about Spaceman and Mondo. Yo, do Spaceman and Mondo. They're around my block. Like, no. Sorry, I probably won't be doing Spaceman and Mondo. So, anyway, I'm out.